Welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers.
We're your hosts, Mary Ann
and Ching En.
Please join us as we explore the journeys amazing people take in pursuit of their dreams.
And get insights from their experiences.
Let's hit the road
and get started. Hey, welcome back to Formosa Dream Chasers. In the previous episode, we spoke with Imelda Ching, a Filipino restaurant owner in Taipei. She shared her journey of coming to Taiwan, adapting to Taiwanese society, and how she started her business to offer authentic Filipino cuisine. Today, we are continuing our conversation with Imelda as she shares more about her experience running the restaurant and tell us what makes Filipino cuisine unique.
Was it a very hard decision to open a business?
That time, probably, I'm just playing with that because that is just one Sunday, once a week. Yeah, so probably I'm a person that want to try anything.
Okay.
Oh, see.
So you wanted to try. So the name of your restaurant is CresArt.
Yes.
You mentioned that you named the restaurant after your parents,
Yes.
Crescencia and
Arturo. Yes.
Why did you name your restaurant after them?
Just to show the gratitude that they teach me how to cook, how to be a good to be this kind of person that I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Philippines, we are already have a small business.
Was it also like a restaurant or a catering business?
We have a restaurant there.
Okay.
One time, and we have our meat stall in the market.
Okay.
And that time, I know my father policy is we didn't hire a worker. He asked us to help our mother because we are 15 siblings.
No, wow, really?
Yes.
15?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's why my father said no work.
We don't need
Yeah.
You don't need other people to help you.
No, because we're my father policy is, well, we're going to hire the people. We're going to teach another people, and that people, that worker that also learn from us.
Yeah.
He's going to go to
just go out
and do his
own business.
That's why my father in our early years, he already teach us how to make a business.
How old were you when you first started helping the family run the restaurant?
Helping my mom?
Yeah.
I think grade 1. Just small things.
7 years old, you were like grade 1 would be like 7
6,
years old,
yeah.
6, 7.
Just
you were
small
helping.
words, yeah. That's why I already.
They trained you early
That's why I already train. I also train my daughters.
to do the same.
Yes, to do the same. When they started walking,
Yeah.
I told them, okay, you peel the onions. I trained them.
Okay.
That's why the 3 kids are already know how to cook Filipino food.
Okay.
I trained them because my thinking is I can train the kids probably until junior high school.
Mm-hmm.
After the senior high school, I'll let them go.
What kind of food do you cook? At home?
At home,
Yeah.
Chinese food, Taiwan food.
So you don't do like Filipino food?
No, Taiwan food in our home. Yes.
Your husband is
Taiwanese.
Taiwanese.
Yes.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. You learned how to cook Taiwanese cuisine through him?
Yes.
Does he know how to cook?
My husband, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They are very traditional family, so we have to cook.
I see. So at home, the kids grew up eating Taiwanese food.
Yes.
But when you bring them to the restaurant, they eat Filipino
food.
Okay.
Because I love to eat. I love to eat and I love to cook.
That's good.
Do you also teach them how to speak Filipino?
Yes. They know how to speak a little.
A
Yes.
little.
That's why I'm trained them. Every Sunday, they're going to help us.
At the restaurant?
Yes.
Okay.
So they are forced to talk to like customers.
Oh, it's good language practice.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Well, when you decided to open the restaurant, what was the most difficult part, the hardest challenge? Because I think opening a restaurant, well, okay, it's good you started
Very
slow.
small. Yeah, I'm started slow.
So how did you grow it from like opening once a week to like having it open every day?
Well, that time when just like every Sunday, I think 1996 until 2003, just one Sunday. And every Saturday night, I didn't sleep. I cook all day at our place, at our home.
Oh, you're preparing for the next day.
For
You're
the Sunday,
preparing all the
yes.
food already. Wow. Okay.
Well, when an opportunity that I see a place along Chongsan, Section 3, I started it the business. The difficulty is, of course, I have to start it and the children and my of course my kids. I always considered my kids.
Like trying to balance the time.
Yes, trying to balance the time.
So when you had your restaurant like fully opened full time, you said it was in 2003, right?
Yes, yes.
How
yes.
old were your kids at that time?
The youngest is grade 1, 7 years old.
So he was still he or she?
She.
was,
I'm sorry. She.
She
Three
was,
daughters. Yeah.
So she was still very young.
Yes. And the eldest is grade 5, grade 6.
I see. So it was trying to manage the time.
Yes.
But you didn't have any problems opening a restaurant here in Taiwan because it's a different country.
Yes,
The rules are different from what you knew back home in Manila. So you didn't really have any
I didn't.
difficulty.
No.
Okay.
I think it's easier to start here in business in Taiwan.
Explain. Like share. Maybe I shouldn't use the word explain. Like I would like to find out more. Like share. Why do you feel that way?
Well, if you're going to get a business license, you have to go to the city hall and tell them where is the place.
Mm-hmm.
And the place is good for business. They're going to give you a business. Of
Here-
course, I started as a small business.
Here in Taiwan.
Yes, because I have shop shooting, just a small business.
Yeah.
So the small business is more easy to open, and the capital is also small.
Yeah.
The investment.
But in that area, very close to the center of Taipei City, the rent is pretty high. Do you make ends meet?
Yeah, of course you have to look what kind of customer are you going to serve. Well, in Taipei, that time there are so many Filipinos in Taipei, so even the rent is a little bit high. You can meet it because of the customers. There's so many customers there. Just like as I told you, I can just open once a week, and it is just like I'm working. I can earn because so many customer that time, but for how many years I didn't sleep every Saturday night just to prepare it.
Yeah.
So how did you find the right suppliers for the authentic Filipino ingredients? Like there must be some special sauce or spices you could not easily find in Taiwan.
Every time I'm going back to the Philippines, I'm going to buy the herbs, the ingredients. Every time, or somebody, if we're going, my relatives are coming here in Taiwan, I ask them to buy for me. That is one of the solution.
Wasn't there any company to import those ingredients until now?
Was EEC
EEC, yes.
was already
Right.
there?
Yeah.
Was EEC already there?
Already there.
EEC is one of the Filipino shops that carry Filipino goods and
We can get the ingredients there.
I see. So it seems that there is already a very mature and separated supply chain there for the migrant workers and like Southeast Asian expats here in Taiwan. So you don't have to really rely on Taiwanese customers to do the business.
Well, I have to explain this one. When I open the restaurant every day, I will not rely on Filipino only. Because what if, just like now, most of the Filipinos now in Chongli or in Taoyuan now, in Hsinchu, in North. So I will not rely only on the Filipinos. That as the time goes by, I think what is the menu, what is the dishes that the Taiwanese can like
appreciate
it, can
also.
appreciate it. Yes. And my best tester is my husband or my kids.
I see. So at the time you already planned ahead.
Yes, I already planned ahead, but it's for how many years I planned it, because the time most of the Taiwanese didn't the grandma they don't want to eat Filipino food. They don't want the authentic food. The Filipino food that 这个是什么? Hey Momo.
Hey, Momo.
They're describing the look of the food. They don't like it. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not used to it. Yeah.
Yes,
they
yes.
Are, they are not as curious as you are. Like,
Not all people names Imelda.
Okay.
so
I see.
I just wonder what makes Filipino food unique. What's the difference between Filipino and Taiwanese food?
Well, in baits, for example, the vegetable,
Mm.
like we said earlier, the Taiwanese just put it on ginger or
Garlic.
or garlic
Uh-huh.
and oil. That's all.
Mm.
In Filipino cuisine, we put onion, we put garlic, we put tomato, we put meat, we put shrimp, and just one garbage and put it all, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Just
It
to
makes-
give an example, like Taiwanese dishes when they serve vegetables, for example, as Imelda was saying, it's stir fry most of
Mhm.
the time with garlic or ginger, and
Yeah.
it can be served. But let's say in, like she was saying, like in Filipino dishes, for example, like one Filipino dish that we have, it's called sinigang. It's a soup, and it has vegetables, but the vegetable has meat as its base. So you have pork sinigang, so you have pork and then all kinds of vegetables that come with it. But you don't have sinigang as just only vegetable.
Mm.
Like if you serve sinigang without the pork, I think Filipinos will complain. They will be shocked. Like, what is this? This is not sinigang.
Yeah, but what if a Filipino wanna go vegan? Like they wanna be vegetarian? What?
That's
Like,
not
is-
that's not a Filipino.
That's not Filipino.
Most Okay, here's the thing, right? I think in the Philippines there is this thinking before where if you only eat vegetables like that, that's considered poor man's food.
Oh.
Like when you're a farmer or agriculture based business, you would have a lot of vegetables, right? But then Filipinos would think, if you have the means, if you have the money, then you would always have meat. So there is this perception before where to have meat with your food shows that may kaya ka, that you have the means, you have the money to enjoy good food.
I see.
Well, the Filipino food is just like we have sinigang and rice. That's all we can. That's all. Not unlike in Taiwanese, we have 5 dishes or 3 dishes. Yes. In Philippines, if you want some sinigang or nilag, we call it nilaga,
Mm-hmm.
a beef soup with a lot of vegetable, and with rice.
Yeah.
We're okay.
What about the taste? Is it more savory or sweet? You know, even in Taiwan, you have different tastes. Like in the south, they tend to eat more sweet food. So there's a very clear difference between different regions. What about Filipino food and Taiwanese food? What are some of the features of Filipino food?
Well, we have Filipino. Some of our dishes is also sour. We have sour.
Sour.
Sour, yeah. We have sweet. It's sweet. Yeah.
It's very
It's
sweet.
sweet. It's very
Very
sweet.
sweet. I see.
We have a stronger flavor.
That's why you always need rice. I think like having lived in Taiwan for a while, when you get used to Taiwanese cooking, when you eat Filipino food, the taste is really like what Imelda said. It's stronger, it's more salty, it's more savory, if it's sweet, it's very sweet. If it's salty, it's very salty. So that's why I think a lot of Filipinos eat rice to balance the flavor of the dish.
I see.
So, because you feature a lot of Filipino dishes on your menu, what is your favorite dish? Personally, what do you like?
Personally, barbecue.
Barbecue? Or really? Okay. And then, why?
Why? It's remind me of our place.
Of your home?
Yes, because my mom make a barbecue. So there's a time when I remember the time that she make a barbecue every day, 50 kilos.
Wow.
There's a time that there's so many. Well, there's a place in Quezon province that my mom introduced the barbecue there in the place.
Ah.
Yes, Lucena City. That
Okay.
time when we're just small.
Okay.
And my mom make every night 50 kilos for the barbecue.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot. Okay.
Okay.
And for customers who are new to Filipino food, what would you recommend? Who haven't tried Filipino food yet?
Of course, barbecue.
Okay.
No. There's so many. Yes. It is
Okay, top three. Barbecue number 1.
because that is safe.
Okay.
And most of the Taiwanese or the first timer to eat Filipino, they like our barbecue.
Okay.
They like the Filipino barbecues.
Okay.
And beef caldereta.
Beef caldereta. Okay.
Yes.
Number 2.
And if you want a more authentic, because they said caldereta, there's a similar to Spanish or
Spanish.
yes, caldereta or
Okay.
menudo. Yeah, the kare-kare
Kare-kare.
or the binagoongan. If they want really authentic at the kare-kare and the binagoongan.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay. I'm a bit surprised. Okay, to give some context. Caldereta is this tomato
No.
sauce. Hindi ba tomato sauce siya?
that is because we made the authentic food.
Mhm.
The caldereta, my mom teach us the authentic, right?
Okay. Mom's recipe. Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
We put some tomato paste or tomato sauce just to look good, and we put just to look good. But we
Okay.
put a garlic onion and the beef
Okay.
and the liver.
Okay.
Yeah, the caldereta, liver sauce, not the liver, not
the actual
not the
liver.
liver sauce. Yeah,
Ah.
yes, and
I was surprised because none of that would like. Okay, I like your barbecue, but like I had a different idea.
Different.
No. Okay. Calderetas is this beef
yes,
dish that has a little bit of tomato paste.
yes,
Okay, and then
just a little bit, yeah, and then
the number 3 you said was binagoongan, which is
Binagoongan.
pork with
Pork
shrimp
with-
sauce.
yes, and with coconut milk.
Okay.
I put coconut milk, yes,
Okay.
and the Taiwanese like it.
Okay.
The first timer like it, and the kare-kare.
Kare-kare. Ah, yeah. Kare-kare is actually very interesting, I think, for people who never tried it. It looks like curry, but it's not. It has a peanut flavored.
Is it peanut butter?
Yeah,
Yes.
we add peanut butter to it.
Then I like it.
With shrimp. Well, if the first I always ask my customer, if this is your first time to eat the Filipino food, I'm going to teach them how to eat the Filipino food.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
because if you don't know how to eat the kare-kare, sometimes they will not appreciate it, because you have to put it some bagoong shrimp paste. Yeah.
So, like in your restaurant right now, what's the percentage of customers, like in terms of Taiwanese versus Filipino customers in your restaurant?
Thanks God, it's already the time is customers getting up.
Ah, really? That's
Yes.
good. So,
Yeah.
like, how many, let's say Filipinos would be how much? 50%?
Yes, almost.
50%. And Taiwanese also?
Taiwanese is almost 50%, and there is of course there is some from the other countries like Malaysian, Indonesian,
Ah.
Vietnamese, and Mexico.
Really?
Yes,
that's fun.
Latin American. Yes, we have.
Ah, that's fun.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Then, like you said, so you had to teach your Taiwanese customers how to appreciate the Filipino food.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did you have to adjust the taste? That's what I'm curious about.
Well, I just adjust the salt. Just the salt.
Okay. Okay. I getcha. I understand.
But not the ingredients.
Okay.
Because I always told my customer, if you're going to come here, you have to eat the Filipino food. If you like our food, well, I'm lucky. If you didn't like our food, well, you just eat the authentic Filipino food.
Yeah, I see.
That's all the time we have for this week. Please don't forget to tune in next week to hear Imelda's advice for anyone considering starting a food business in Taiwan. This is Ching and Cho.
And Mary Ann Shoko.
See you guys next week. Bye.